Hey guys, welcome to a new video, and today it will be carrying on the F1 22 driver career around Imola, which is a sprint weekend. Now currently I'm just looking at upgrades and what to get. Now I get all three on there, and I get the fourth one there, so I've got all the upgrades I could have got, which now puts me ahead of McLaren. Now, I then decided to look at what I should get with my high 2,000, I think it was, resource points. I then decided to only get one thing for the aero. I look around the other areas, so I tried to get the chassis, but I can't get any more upgrades in there, so I just decided to put on the second aero upgrade. And now here I choose whether I want to support a charity or choose commitments. I choose to support the charity. And now I'll head into the sprint weekend, where I start off at the sprint, where I managed to get really lucky with timings and qualify 9th, despite qualifying 15th in Q1. And I get an alright start here. The grid slot I got was 0.1 meters, so that was quite good. I then send it up the inside of a few drivers there. That gets me up to I think I keep 7th actually. I went up 2 places to go to 7th. And now looking at the drivers ahead, I already knew I'm probably not going to get them, but I may have a chance on science if I'm lucky. So that's who I'm currently looking at. However, Yuki Tsunoda now is looking for a move. I did not enjoy these wet conditions, however. I don't really enjoy driving in the wet, just because I'm a lot worse at it. I kept the AI difficulty at 95 though. Whereas I'm not going to change the difficulty no matter what, unless it's an increase because I'm too fast for the AI. But as you can see, I've already lost about 8 tenths. Now about 9 tenths to Carlos Sainz, who's ahead of me. So realistically, I'm just going to be looking at a finish of 6th place, which still gives me a few points. I'm not really expecting massive points for the rest of the season. The 25 points I got in Jeddah is probably what I would have expected at most during the whole season. Maybe more if I got lucky, but obviously I got extremely lucky with that. But that was because the AI difficulty was obviously a bit too low. Yeah, so now I speed it up because nothing was really happening at this point, as I was just in the middle on my own, where no one really caught me, I wasn't catching anyone whilst not being caught. I was slowly being caught actually, just it wasn't really that noticeable for me at the time. So here I was just saving ERS, I believe, just because I knew at one point they may catch up to me, which they do here now. And so my ERS there, to stay ahead during the straight, I'd have to use it, the amount I saved during the rest of the race, or the lap, not the race. But now Mick Schumacher has caught up to me, and I'm going to spend the last 1 and a bit laps defending him. With luckily though, due to it being raining, I'm not having to worry about DRS on the straight during this sprint, as I just try to focus on taking a line which just keeps me ahead, really. I'm not trying to go as fast as possible, but I'm trying to make it so I don't have to to worry about Schumacher overtaking me, which obviously I do still have to worry about, as you saw there, him going for a move through the chicane where I had to keep just about managed to hold on. Now that we come through the last corners, here is where I just start using as much ERS as I can, because I know that Schumacher, or I didn't know, but I assumed that Schumacher would be a lot more ERS than me, but it actually turns out that he also was under 20% ERS, which I'm a bit surprised about, to be honest. I didn't think that they'd run out of ERS, but I guess during a sprint race the AI realised to just use as much ERS as possible. So yeah, now Schumacher is catching me quite a bit here, obviously, with slipstream and everything, as well as the AI being a bit faster than me during straights. And so here, this is where I sometimes make up the most time, but as you can see there, we have pretty much identical timings through there. So obviously I was doing something that I didn't usually do there. I also make up a bit of time, and obviously I made up 3 attempts, but then I lost it all and a bit more during that straight. But I just keep it on the track here, and I am fortunate enough to manage to hold on to the 7th place, which is where I will be starting for this wet race as well. So I wasn't looking forward to this, especially when qualifying was also wet. But I get an alright start, but Schumacher's already going past me here. I managed to get back past him though, luckily, just from having the inside line, which obviously is the best thing to do in my position when I was trying to defend that spot. Now here, I get past Sainz, and I have to lift off because Perez swerves across, and so that almost lost me my ring probably, but I was fortunate enough not to. I also think I just realised that the game just makes you have the flashing lights on during a wet race, I think, which is why it looked like they had under 20% ERS, so they probably did have more. However, now though, there's been a pit strategy which I messed up, as I thought Sainz was going in for mediums. So I went in for mediums at the same time to cut him off. Turned out he wasn't, and that lost me a position to Schumacher. But DRS just helped me get back past here, as well as just a dive bomb down. Just stuck my nose in a bit and managed to make it work. As now I have, it was Schumacher, but now it's Lando Norris who got past Schumacher, just battling me as we go side by side through here. He has the inside line there. Here we collide, but I managed to stay ahead there. Now Lando Norris with DRS here, I'm having to try and hold him off with my little amount of DRS I have left. As you can see now, they have over 20% ERS, which is not great for me, but I managed to hold off, and Yuki gets past Lando Norris. And I just about managed to stay ahead, which is good, and I get the points there, and now I'm second in the championship somehow, which I'm expecting to fall further down next race, but you never know, so I'll see you then. Goodbye.